The stock market that had been in a state of denial for several weeks has finally woken up to the reality of the coronavirus pandemic storm that has triggered a series of waterfall drops this week, slashing through technical sport levels as though they did not exist, catching most market commentators completely by surprise who had assumed that the virus would largely remain within China's borders. However, my coronavirus analysis in a series of articles and videos starting late January increasingly warned to expect severe market consequences in response to the unfolding global pandemic. This video is part 4 of a series of analysis that warned of the increasing probability for a coronavirus stocks bear market that was first made available to patrons who support my work. So, for immediate first access to all of my analysis and trend forecasts, then do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $3 per month. Formulating a stock market trend forecast. The technical picture is contrary to my coronavirus analysis, where the coronavirus paints a bleak picture, one of a global pandemic running into the millions of infections by the end of April 2020. Whilst the technical picture suggests a relatively mild correction during Q1 following the breakout of the bull market from a 2-year trading range. So maybe the pandemic will not be as bad as the early trend suggests it to be, or more likely that the West will be better able to contain its consequences by early March, when this analysis suggests we may be passing the crest of the coronavirus wave. So whilst things are going to get much worse for another month or so, however, it looks like the rest of the world would do much better job of coping with the inevitable sporadic outbreaks than China has. And thus we should start to see a sharp slowdown in the number of infected. Though we have not reached that point yet, and the coronavirus may yet deliver that major change in trend. Anyway, things will be much clearer a couple of weeks from now. Dow stock market forecast conclusion. Therefore, my forecast conclusion is for the Dow to be entering into an orderly correction towards trading down to as low as 27,500 by early March, when the world should be passing the worst the coronavirus delivers in terms of rate of infections and the number of deaths, and thus sow the seeds for the stock market to probably rebound from its deviation against my overall trend outlook for 2020. Again, the rest of this analysis that concludes in a detailed trend forecast for the Dow Stocks Index has first been made available to patrons who support my work. So, for immediate first access to all of my analysis and trend forecasts, then do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $3 per month. And also remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel for the next video in this series and my ongoing analysis across a broad spectrum of markets.